Welcome back to a Road to Singularity series here on BO7. In our last video, our top comment was from Golden, saying that they want us to get the Shadow SK done, but we have to eat a whole raw onion like an apple. So unfortunately, that's what we're going to be doing today. So it looks like it took a total of one top comment for us to go completely off the rails. And, you know, I didn't expect too much. But if you guys want to go ahead and leave a reasonable suggestion of what challenge or weapon you want us to do next, go ahead and leave it down below. The top comment might be what we do in the next video, you know, all depending on how I can spin it. But at least we get to use a somewhat decent weapon while we do this. And I think my plan for this is every time I get a camo, I'll take a bite. And we should be able to get these camos relatively quickly because we don't have to get headshots with the sniper. It's literally just like one shot, one kills. And it should just one shot as long as we can actually hit them like above the waist. But we are still yet to get a kill. Okay, there's one. 4 more and I gotta take a bite. Okay, we gotta leave this game. I'm getting dumpstered. Oh, we got standoff? I haven't played on here in a minute. Ooh. Not ooh. Uh-oh. There's our first camo. All right, I guess for our first bite, let's full screen this. This is gonna be awful. I don't want to do this. You can see it's a full onion. Oh. Oh. Not as bad as I was expecting. Oh no, it's getting worse. Oh. Probably a bad time to mention. I got this thing with onions. It's not like necessarily an allergy, but if I start looking different, please don't judge. Be nice. I've seen many specialists about it and they really can't seem to pinpoint why it does it, but it's not really like it don't affect my health. I just might look a little weird. Oh, there's another camo. Awesome. Excellent. What's funny about this is when my team just sees me standing still or just like playing poorly. Like, what is this guy, dumb as rocks? Is he stupid? Yes, I am. I'm eating an onion, like an apple. I gotta be some level of dumb. Oh. Is there like a certain toxic level of onion that you can eat? Because I feel like I'm already at that. I feel like this is gonna make me hate onions forever. Not only are we playing terribly, but my mouth tastes like butthole. Okay. This map looks nuts. Dude, what happened to Call of Duty? Ooh. Oh! I thought I died there with accidentally meleeing. Oh no, not another camo. Ugh. Oh, this is awful. I'm gonna be sick. I can really feel the onions starting to affect me. I try to warn you guys that this would get out of hand. Me and onions do not mix well. I'm green. If I was blue, I would die. I'm green, not blue. I'm green, I'm a guy. Is this fucked up what I'm doing right now? Am I in green face? Donkey. Fiona's taking the kids. I don't have custody. I think I lose all Shrek impression the second I'm done saying donkey. What am I doing with my life, dude? What are we even doing here? What am I supposed to be doing? Getting camos? Let's try to do that. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. The green has powered me up. Green means go. Oh, I got layers like an onion or whatever the hell you said. Donkey. What's that producer tag? Swamp Izzo. We coming. That's another one. Taking the bite mid-fight? Fuck, did not work. Oh. You're not supposed to eat this much onion. Oh, that's foul. It's like eating acid. Oh. Donkey. I need a Tums. Oh, another camo? Gross, dude. I don't want to eat more. It's like legitimately burning my tongue. Ugh. I ain't eating nothing else for these challenges. Eating off limits. Insane how we turn green and all of a sudden we're going positive. Coincidence? I think not. I'll look this up. What happens if you eat a whole onion? That's the top search result, actually. Eating a whole onion, especially raw, can lead to significant digestive upset like gas, bloating, cramps, and diarrhea due to fructans, food maps, heartburn from its acidity, very bad breath from sulfur compounds, plus potential interaction with blood thinners or allergies. When it might be too much. For most people, a few slices are fine, but a whole raw onion is excessive and pushes the body past tolerance, leading to discomfort. You're telling me this ain't good? Okay, so Dr. Google is telling me not to eat this whole onion. You know what I say to Dr. Google? Maybe you're right. So I'll save my next bite for whenever we get the mastery. I guess that's enough onion talk for right now. There's actually some interesting news to come out of COD today. One of the most respected or well-known leakers, one that usually has all their information correct, basically said that funding for later seasons of the game, like season 5 onward, like 5 and 6, had significant funding pulled because of poor sales at launch for this game. And I feel like that could be true because normally every year they'll be like, oh, this is the biggest COD ever, or they'll plot like some sort of like statistic, and we have not gotten that this year, despite this being probably one of the better games we've had in the last 5 years. Like the multiplayer, the zombies, the end game, like all the modes have been fantastic, and we've had a lot of content just to start the game out. But we just hit the terrible PR cycle where this is the game people are gonna sit out on. MW3 kind of got this similar treatment where, you know, it's coming right off the back of MW2, which is another thing they said they're not going to do anymore, is having multiple Modern Warfare or Black Ops titles back to back, because that is causing fatigue in the player. Oh, damn. Onion fighting back. Causing fatigue in the player base and confusion, like, oh, this is a DLC or whatever. But I don't know how they saw this happening with MW3 and thought, let's try to do it again with BO7, because in this game, they have listened to a lot of player feedback and concerns and things like that, and actually gone to rectify them and make a very, very good game. But now it's gonna look like to the big wigs, the execs, that okay, this game isn't performing well at launch. We did everything that you wanted us to do, and nobody got the game, at least not compared to recent years. So what we're gonna do is throw back in SBMM. We're gonna put out like the exact opposite of what we've done, and kind of revert all these changes into, I don't even know. This is just speculation at this point, but it's just extremely unfortunate that we're getting basically everything we've asked for as players of basically every mode, but it ended up being a down year in terms of like launch sales. Like we're back to weekly events and weekly challenges where you can unlock different attachments for things, or just getting different weapons in general. Like week 1 of this season, we got the ballistic knife as a challenge unlock, and we're gonna get the akimbo akitas pretty soon here. And we've already seen 2 events so far with exclusive event camos. Like the one I got on right now is from the most recent zombies event, and then we also had an event last week with multiplayer. Even though they are leaderboard events that, you know, aren't the greatest kind of event, we're still getting things added in that we really wanted to see last year and like in previous years since MW3, with the amount of post-launch content we got there. And obviously a good amount of the launch sales has to do with there being competition in the FPS space, mainly being Battlefield 6 coming out, and that getting a lot of hype, and getting a good amount of people to come over from COD and go play Battlefield. I've always said competition has been good in this space, and it's been needing competition for years, like MW2 and like Vanguard and things like that, where we're not really getting, you know, the kind of game that we expect to see from Call of Duty. And it's kind of nice to see the company itself see a bit of a threat in the marketplace, instead of them thinking they have a monopoly over the genre and they can just pump out whatever they want year after year and people will still get it, which is still kind of true, because despite a down year, it's still doing like very well compared to a lot of games in the scene. Like every single year COD is going to sell like crazy, but they just aren't like taking over, breaking like previous records in sales and player numbers and things like that. Like it feels like they listen to this criticism just a little bit too late. I just looked at my webcam and I got scared. I almost forgot I was green. Oh, wait, are we done with our one shot, one kills? Oh yeah, now we need to get kills with suppressor, I think long shots, and maybe kills without reloading. I really feel like Warzone has kind of run its course where not only are, I feel like battle royales not as popular anymore, at least like I don't think they're anywhere near what they used to be in terms of being a gaming genre, but something that could spice it up would be them using like all the end game movement and wingsuits and things like that and just making it into Blackout 2. It'll be a nice, fun, fresh coat of paint on that type of mode. And I feel like it'd be a lot of fun too, especially if the map is anything like Avalon, where, you know, there's not only, you know, old multiplayer maps in there, but some zombie stuff too. Because I feel like that's what makes it exciting, is that like, oh, like I recognize this place, or I see this place, you know, throw a few member berries in there, but also have a good map and include those things in it. And I feel like it would get a lot more people interested, because honestly, what battle royales out there are like still doing like crazy numbers? Like Apex, I feel like it's nowhere near where it used to be, but that also has some fun movement in it. Battlefield's got Red Sec, which from what I've seen or heard opinions of, which is bias coming out of the COD community, is that it's not as great, but it's more of like, you know, the realism type game. It's basically just like Warzone. What other games got a battle royale, or what other battle royales are there? I can't even think of any that are going crazy right now. I'm probably missing something huge. Speaking of wingsuits, why don't we use some here? This has got to be the best way to get our long shots. I'm starting to get MW2 flashbacks, trying to get these long shots. Ooh, good thing I'm the fucking GOAT. Or you could say I'm an all-star. Ooh, mirror, mirror on the wall. Make that guy lick my balls. There's a supply cap nearby. Whoa! That was a jump scare. I thought I was about to pick that guy out of the sky. It was the distraction. You got a collab from that. Okay, good for you, man. I hope I get one of them. Oh, come on. Is that it? Are we done with long shots? I feel like we gotta be, right? If not, maybe this will be it. Come on. Oh, what? I just broke his armor. I killed him? Oh, there's long shots. Let's go. Get me out of here. I'm done. Now we just need like, what, 4 more suppressor kills? And then we can try to go with our kills without dying. And we'll have this bad boy gold. Ooh, that could have been a clat. Should have been a clat. Oh, that could have been one too. There we go. All done with suppressor kills. Now on to our kills without dying. We already started off pretty well here. Let's see if we can continue to get kills and not get immediately clapped. That's 2. Oh, that could have been 3. Is it 3 kills without dying? It is. Damn. Let's not continue the trend of dying on 2. No camo curse here. Come on. I've gone through a lot to get here. I put my mind and my body on the line for these camos. If these guys only knew I was green and smelly. Maybe I can get this done a bit easier if I'm not focusing on it and I'm just yapping. So let's get into everybody's favorite segment. Gamer Guy does sports talk. That's right. We're bringing it back. I mean, it's been back, but we're back again. And currently, the Detroit Lions are in the playoff bubble, where we are just outside of the playoffs, even though we have like an 8-4 record. Like, it's not even, our record ain't even bad, but our division just so happened to be strong the second the Lions started getting good. And now this year we are not at the very top of it. We are currently 3rd in our division, behind the Bears and the Packers. And the Packers unfortunately swept us. They beat us on Thanksgiving and they beat us week 1, which really sucks. But we just had a must-win game against the Cowboys and we did pretty well in it. Beat them by a few scores, which was nice because we were competing with them for probably what will be the 7th seed in the NFC playoff race, which is like extremely tight of a race. Because like the Bears last week were the #1 seed in the entire NFC, and they lose 1 game and they drop all the way down to 7. And now we need to beat the Bears. We're going to be playing them coming up in a few weeks here for the 2nd time this year. We already beat them like 55 to whatever earlier in the season. But coming up this week, we have to play the Rams, which are like the 3 seed, maybe the 1 seed now, which will be a very tough game because we are, our entire secondary is dismantled. I mean, this is no surprise to anyone because our defense is always very, very injured. but we just seem to be getting key injuries, and especially against the Cowboys, it seems like we get a key injury every year. Where last year it was Aiden Hutchinson's leg blowing up, and now this year it's Brian Branch's Achilles blowing up. So that's cool. That's awesome. And we're going against probably one of the best passing offenses in the league. So I'm really hoping that we can get some sort of pass rush going like we did against the Cowboys. And that can help out our depleted secondary a bit and make this more of a game. Another shitty thing is that our all line has not been doing the greatest. They seem to tighten up a bit during the Cowboys game, but we're going to be probably without one of our guards. So we're having a rookie start at guard for this game against one of the better defensive lines, but he did seem to play pretty decently when we were playing the Cowboys when he filled in for a little bit. So hopefully he can keep that up and we can actually like keep winning these games and keep our playoff hopes alive, because we're not completely out of the playoffs. We have a 50% chance to make it in currently, whereas if we lost last week it would have been like a 17% chance or something. But in this tight race, I think we can afford to lose maybe one game out of our remaining 4, and it would be nice to take down the Rams because they are one of the higher seeds, and taking them down would definitely help our playoff chances. And if some other teams in the NFC can lose, that would also help us out a lot. Technically, we're still not even out of the race for winning the division. We would just have to win all of our games. And I think Green Bay would have to lose against like either the Broncos or the Ravens or something like that. So it's not impossible for us to win the division, but I'm not banking on that. I'm thinking if we make it in, we're going to be a wild card team and we're going to have to go on the road and beat somebody, because all of our playoff games have been home games, and last year that did not go very well against the Commanders, and our only other like away playoff game was against the 49ers that year in the NFC Championship game, where we could have won that and ended up folding in the second half. But I feel like no matter where we go in the playoffs, who's in the playoffs, it will be a bloodbath. This year has been absolutely insane, and it is just an every or any given week type of year where any team can win any game, just whoever shows up that week and gets it done. It has just like flips constantly. There hasn't been one team that's been atop the NFL being the most like consistent in the entire league. Like the AFC, I feel like is a bit weaker this year, but they also have some of the stronger teams with like insane win streaks. Like the Patriots have won like 11 in a row, and the Broncos have won like 10 in a row. But every other AFC team that you think of as a powerhouse, like the Chiefs and the Bills, have kind of faltered a bit. And the Chiefs might not even make the playoffs, which is absolutely insane considering they've basically been in the Super Bowl every single year. I guess it was bound to happen eventually. It's crazy how fast things can change. And back when we were in the NFC Championship and we ended up losing that game, you know, Dan Campbell said something like, we may never get this chance again. We never get like this close again. And I thought it was true then, and it's true now, because with how bad our line has been and, you know, the stark difference in play calling we've had on offense, our offense has still like been able to produce, but not as consistently. And it has just made winning some of these games very, very difficult. And we've dropped some games where it feels like we probably shouldn't have, like to the Vikings and maybe even to the Eagles. And speaking of the Eagles, they're coming off of a Super Bowl win, and they are not looking the greatest either. And just to make the year even weirder, we just had like, what, Jason Pierre-Paul come out of retirement to come play for the Bucks, and then him looking like being the oldest player in the league, or like non-kicker in the league. Then all of a sudden, Colts, they have Daniel Jones playing on like a fractured leg. He's like, yeah, I'll tough it out, whatever, I can do it. And then he goes out there and he tears his Achilles. So they said, you know what, let's bring in somebody older. Let's bring in Phillip Rivers. Pretty sure he's like 44 or something crazy like that. Not like we haven't seen somebody like that old playing quarterback ever, but insane to be retired for however many years. Like he was up for like Hall of Fame eligibility. Like he's been retired for at least 5 years, and now he's coming back to play, which will reset his Hall of Fame eligibility for another 5 years. But he said, I don't care, I'm trying to play some ball, which is kind of sick. But at the same time, what a roller coaster the Colts have been on this year, going from like the hottest team right out the gate, consistently winning games, Daniel Jones looking like a monster, Jonathan Taylor absolutely torching it on the ground, and then you're like, you know what, let's keep this up. Let's trade for Sauce Gardner. Let's go get a playmaker on defense. And then he gets hurt. Daniel Jones gets hurt. And all of a sudden, you know, no first round picks the next 2 years. Daniel Jones is injured and not under contract the next few years. And it went from looking real nice to looking pretty bleak pretty fast. But I still think they can do anything. Like I said, it's anybody's, you know, at any given Sunday where anybody can win the game going into it. Like it do not matter. Record do not matter. And this season's been absolutely nuts. So whoever gets in the playoffs can win some crazy amount of games. And I would not be surprised to see them make a run even without Daniel Jones. Like if Philip Rivers comes in and plays like a monster, that'd be kind of sweet. That should be 3. That's gold right there. Gotta be. Oh, keep it going. Let's go. Ah. Oh. No more. Dash up for the onion. None of that. I'm not going to eat onions for a year. Ooh. Ended it with a double headshot, though. I will take that. All right, well, here is our Shadow SK with Shattered Gold, and don't look bad. Definitely an experience I do not want to repeat. I absolutely hate onions at the moment, and I feel like that's all I'm going to think about whenever I pick this weapon up, but at least I wasn't too terrible. Kind of a easier weapon to get done. The long shot's definitely being the worst part about it, but it was only 15, so it's not too terrible. Anyways, if you want to leave a suggestion, weapon, challenge, whatever, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Top comment will be what we do in the next video, if it's reasonable or not. But I'm going to go ahead and wash my mouth out, throw up, and try to stay away from onions for a year. And hopefully this green face paint comes off. Otherwise, I'm screwed. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate all your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Later.